d'aujourd'hui. Je voudrais remercier M. Francesco Banderin d'animer cette rencontre, également de remercier Maire Park qui nous reçoit avec beaucoup de chaleur et son représentant, M. Kim. Évidemment, je salue tous mes collègues maires et les vice-maires, ainsi que vous, mes chers partenaires. Alors, Montréal, comme vous le savez, Montréal est une ville de langue française, la deuxième ville de langue française au monde, après Paris. Yes, we're a French-speaking language city. However, 80% of the population is bilingual and 30% is trilingual. We're 90 minutes away by air from New York. The population of the Greater Montreal area is 3.7 million people. We're one of the North American major cities, and I'd like to say the one that best weathered the economic and financial crisis, one of the 20 major North American cities. Design for us is very important, and why were we successful in weathering the financial crisis and the economic crisis is essentially because we believe we're a city of creators. Creator, on there you see Lara Croft was created by a fashion industry, essentially Marie Saint-Pierre. Thus, the fashion industry is very design-orientated. We have 25,000 designers in Montreal, and as you know, technological entertainment is very important. Cirque du Soleil is creators every day with new programs, and it's the same thing for the game industry. Montreal is one of the most prominent cities for the game industry, namely with not only with Ubisoft that started, but recently Warner Brothers decided to come to Montreal, essentially because we have a lot of young people that create new products for the game industry. In Montreal, we group with the advertising industry to hold in 2012 what we call C2 Montreal, which is a workshop or revisited. It will be exploring the connection between commerce and creativity as a way of developing business, because we have to look at design creators and all the creative activities of Unesco as creating wealth, and this is what Montreal and what we're trying to do together is very important. So I'm here briefly presenting 4 initiatives. We believe it's an opportunity to give to our designers ways for them to express themselves. So Big C is one of them, the Quartier des Spectacles, the design competition and public participation. There's one common thread between all these activities. It's the excellence in design, a vector of sustainable development, which is a theme of our conference. So Big C, everyone knows what a bicycle is all about. One of my colleagues talked about it in Melbourne. But for us, we said that yes, Big C is important, but let's see what we can do to give an opportunity to designers to create a unique product that we can export throughout the world. So Big C was created in 2008, so we were recognized by Time magazine as one of the top 20 inventions in the world. And also in 2009, we were recognized as the best new sustainable development category product from Edison Best New Product Award. So when you give designers an opportunity to create a product, even though it's a product that seemed to be a product of the past, you can make it a product of the future if you have in mind sustainable development. So our Big C today is, it prevents, yes, gives thanks to good design. It's a collective gesture. The first year in 2008 we had 1 million rides, the second year 3,300,000 rides, and this year we have over 4,500,000 rides. So it means that if you give an opportunity to your citizens to participate in sustainable development, they will do that, they will take on that challenge. And it's a means of transportation, a means of active transportation. And why is it called Big C? Essentially, we went through a contest, 5,000 people made recommendations, and Dixie stands for bicycle, so the B is there, and taxi, the X is there, so it's a diminutive of a bicycle and taxi. What was very important for us is the collective process in planning this product. And so we called upon designers, yes, and so we went to a contest, and the designer was called Michel that I won the contest. But we said we have to go further than that, so we had to maintain the assets. We have a social economy company, and we exported the product on 3 continents. Europe is one of them, North America, and Australia. And now you have big cities are in London, Washington, New York. I could add a lot of other cities like Boston, Melbourne, my colleague is there. So it's possible to create a product, even though it's a common product, to really make it a unique product that you can export throughout the world. And it's presently in 10 cities throughout the world. And creativity in design, for us, it's important because it's not only a question of sustainable development, it's a question of changing the world. And the answer from Montreal, is it possible to change the world? The answer is yes, it is. Big C is part of what we're trying to do together. So our citizens fell in love with Big C. And so we decided to move forward and have them fall in love with our cultural metropolis. So we did another opportunity, which is called the Quartier des Spectacles. We gave an opportunity to creators, once again, designers, architects, to really come up with a world-class product. And today we have what we call the Quartier des Spectacles, and we have the world-class festivals. We had to give them an environment. So you know we have the Jazz Festival, the Just for Laugh Festival, the Highlights Festival. So we have unique festivals in Montreal. And the thing is that we have to create an inspiring venue. We have to strengthen our culture, but we have to do it all year long. So winter festival is important. I'm talking to the mayor of Sapporo that's interested. This is the winter city. Montreal is a winter city. So we have to do it all year long, and festival has to be recurring events, and we have to give them the environment to really continue to create, because festivals create on a regular basis. So we have these gestures. We're realizing our ambitions. Public participation is really a determining factor. People have been empowered to participate in the future of these products, and we are promoting at the same time our culture. But creativity is also serving humankind. So what we wanted to do is to build a sustainable city and give, once again, other opportunities. We're oriented towards action. This is what's important for us. If we have 25,000 designers that might not have been recognized in the past, it's our responsibility to give them opportunities for them to create and to be recognized throughout the world with values. When we talk about our creators, when we talk about our designers, for us in Montreal it's a question of values, and serving humankind is what we try to do on a regular basis together, and we want to build a sustainable city. So what we do, we try every product we have now. As mayor of a city, there's not a decision that we take that does not ask designers if they can improve the product that we're trying to do. So every time we call upon new ideas, we want to improve the design quality, we want to ensure sustainable living environments, and we want to reduce our dependence on automobiles. We're not against automobiles, but automobiles have all the place, but today we have to share, and we think that active modes of transportation are as important as automobiles, and the citizens are responding very favorably to these actions. So to call upon these creative ideas, we said we'll put in place an urban design workshop. One that passed rapidly was the Place d'Armes. At that time, there were only 3 UNESCO City of Designs. Buenos Aires was one of them, and Berlin was another one. What did we do? We called upon those 2 cities to come to Montreal and to work with us and see how we can create a better product, a better environment. So we're doing this on a regular basis, and I think that we should all use this as an example of how we can better develop our relationship and better have a collaboration on ideas. So we did this. We have idea competitions. We have 15 design competitions. Every time we look at a library, a public square, sports complex, or planetarium, we went, and don't be afraid, for a planetarium, for example, we went to an international contest of designers. And I know how the political pressure can be difficult when you're in Montreal or in your cities. And designers are going to say, no, don't go on international contests because we might not be competitive or win. But in the case of the planetarium, we went throughout the world, and the 5 finalists were from Montreal, Quebec. So don't be afraid of that. If you have good designers, good creators, go give an opportunity for everyone to try to build inspiration places. So for us, it's a vector of sustainable development. But what's really important, and if we want to accelerate what we're trying to do as creative cities, is to give what we call cultural mediation. It means that every time we go to a contest, don't be afraid to invite the public. We invite the public prior, then we have a jury, and then we invite the public afterwards. So upstream and downstream, for the population to be empowered to realize that what we're trying to do together will improve their quality of life. So this is exactly what we're doing with cultural mediation, and we even went further than that. We believe that public participation is very important, not downstream, upstream. That's why we have a Montreal Charter of Rights and Responsibilities that clearly says that you have rights, yes, but you also have responsibilities to participate in the future of your city. And that's why we have a consultation board where citizens have an opportunity to voice their concern in what we call social acceptability of projects. We are not there to dictate what is in the best interest of our citizens. We're there to give them opportunities and to voice their concern, for them to better appreciate and understand what the city is all about. And design for us is the best way. It's a source of inspiration, and it's also important for sustainable development. So I'd like to conclude by saying that it's only the beginning. The beginning in the sense that if we're all here today, it's because we strongly believe that we can do things for our cities. Yes, we can do things together to accelerate the creativity process that is essential. I started by saying that we best weather the financial and financial crisis and the economic crisis. Why? Because the thing that is very difficult to copy is what we have here in our mind, our creators. And if we all do this together, we're not competing once against another. We're building a promising future for all citizens in the world. This is what creativity is all about. And this is what I strongly suggest that we get together more often to really give opportunities to all of us to participate in the future, yes, of Montreal, but also of the future of all the cities in the world. Yes.